What is going on, you misfits and miscreants? My name is KP, and today I'm going to be reviewing the album Creatures by a band called Motionless in White. It is the 10-year anniversary of this album. They're going to do a live stream playing it in its entirety. I'm excited about it, so let's talk about it. What makes this album such a banger? A little bit of background to start you off with. Motionless in White was founded in Scranton, Pennsylvania in 2005. They entered the studio to record their first full length debut album in 2010 in May, which would be released by Fearless Records. They had Andrew Wade as their producer, and it got released October 12th, 2010. It hit 175 on the top 200. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So, let's do a breakdown track by track. First up, we've got Immaculate Misconception, which is an immaculate song. Strong opening for a record, heavy breakdown, gets you some nice dynamics, good lyrical content, catchy chorus. It goes hard. Rolling into the next song, we have We Only Come Out at Night, and sampling like they start out this song with was popular in the early 2000s. Everyone was sampling quotes from movies and shit like that, and I don't know how many metalcore songs and scene popular bands sampled off of the Boondock Saints in this era. But Motionless in White samples off of Dracula from 1931, 9, something like that, from the 1930s for the beginning of this song, which it's about the Lost Boys. If you're not familiar with the Lost Boys, you gotta get up on your A's pop culture. It's a great fucking movie. And likewise, this is a great fucking song about that movie. Continues their good use of dynamics, has some heavy parts, has some really catchy parts. Track 3, London in Terror. Now, what's fun about this is Chris Motionless has said that this is kind of from the viewpoint of Jack the Ripper while he was doing the killings, and they gave it like a nice Armageddon sort of feel. Like when the dead walk the earth, all the living shall fill these coffins. Beautiful line. And good use of dynamics and feel. They're knocking it out. 3 solid songs in a row. And then, track 4, Abigail. Abigail's my girl. Longest relationship I've had with a woman. Best relationship I've had with a woman. Don't know what that says about me. But this song is about the Crucible, because Abigail is the name of the female antagonist from that play. And, yeah, very catchy, very heavy. Fucking phenomenal. I love the kind of wandering guitar riff that comes in at the beginning, and then it does like a 16th note run, and it's like, oh god, what's going on? Confused. Gotta run. Bye. In danger. You want to get crushed with a rock or some shit. Next up, we have the title track. Words are hard, y'all. Title track, Creatures. What's really interesting about this is the fans wrote the lyrics and sent them into the band. So kind of cool, kind of unique. The musicality is beautiful, and it's just a really good practice in expressionism through music. The way all the instrumentation just comes together is beautiful. Next, Cobwebs. Cobwebs hits me right in the feels. It's a very emotional song. Phenomenal. We're good portion through the record, and they haven't written a song that sucks yet. Usually bands can't do this. Motionless in White heading up strong, and they continue this with .com Part 2. I like the double vocal that they start out with, which is you got one person screaming and one person clean singing over it, and it gives it a really unique feel that's pretty entertaining and fun. And then also the chorus is pretty catchy, has some good breakdowns and everything. And this song is actually a re recording of a track off of their previous EP, The Horror. And the full name of the song is schizophreniccannibalisticsexfest.com. Cool. Uh, Next up, we have Count Chocolitis, which is named because Motionless and White's fan of The Office. They grew up in Scranton and come out of there where the show was set. So Count Chocolitis is a reference to that show. But yeah, the song's actually about being the victim of infidelity. So the title doesn't really have anything to do with the song, but that's all right. Uh, then the next track is City Lights. Pretty song, a very emotional song. And about halfway through, when the full band kicks in, it's just a wonderful emotional gut punch. Uh, Puppets is up next. This song's about being in a abusive, controlling relationship, which when getting some background on the album and stuff like that, apparently Chris hasn't always had the best of luck with the ladies, so that's a whole thing. Uh, Gave us some very good songs, but sucks that he had to go through that. After Puppets, we have Undead Ahead, which is about the legend of Sleepy Hollow. This song is fantastic. And if you are not familiar with the legend of Sleepy Hollow, again, what are you doing with your life? Get your shit sorted. And the song is appropriately badass to match the legend of Sleepy Hollow. And then the last track on the album is Scissorhands, The Last Snow, which, shocker, is about Edward Scissorhands. Now, this is a musically epic track, very grandiose, which is fitting because mixing together elements of Tim Burton and Danny Elfman, you kind of gotta go hard with it, which they did a good job of. And I cannot listen to this song without jamming out. Been 10 years and still gets my head banging. Overall, this is a great album. It's been in plenty of people's musical rotation for a decade now, and I haven't gotten tired of it yet. So they definitely did a good job of writing this record. And in the early 2000s, there were some of the cliches that they used that was popular in metal and metalcore, such as the sampling and just starting out a song with a massive breakdown, different things like that. Um, but they did their twist on it, made everything unique, made it theirs, so it wasn't just a rip off of a cliche that everyone else was doing. So if you haven't checked out this album, you need to, especially if you're a fan of metal and metalcore and stuff like that. It definitely goes hard from start to finish, and most albums you can't listen to it without wanting to skip at least one or two of the songs on it. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe. If you liked the video, hit the notification bell, do all the things. All the things. If not, give me a thumbs down, tell me I suck. That way I can improve upon it. Until next time, stay weird, my friends.